Everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Paul Guma, founder of PATTERNOLOGY LAB. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the top 3 stocks that you should be keeping in your watch list for today, Friday, the 20th of November. I'm also going to be talking about, I'm also going to be answering some of you guys' questions for y'all who dropped your stocks of interest in last night's video as well, okay? So without further ado, let's get started. Before we even talk about the top 3 stocks to watch, let's talk about the SPY and how the SPY is doing. So right now, the SPY is looking kind of interesting right now. It's looking kind of interesting. It doesn't want to collapse. It really doesn't. It gapped down heavily at night and is still showing some resiliency right now. Could we see the stock drop all the way down to 3,500 today? It is possible. It is possible. You cannot ignore that. It is possible, but consolidation would be really, really good. If it can just consolidate sideways or even push all the way up to like 35.90 today and just close here, it would be good for like the overall market and how it may look in the next few weeks. But right now, it's just looking sideways. It's showing a lot of resilience right now. Buyers are stepping in and are keeping the market up. So that's a good sign. So definitely be careful if you trade in the SPY and beware that a drop to 3,500 is possible. Just keep that in the back of your mind as you trade in this one. Now, for the very first stock that you should be keeping in your watch list, I talked about this stock multiple times, and so far it's looking even better. And that stock is Snapchat. And here is Snapchat, okay? Here's Snapchat. We got the surprise move right here. And then we got the continuation move yesterday on Thursday. And now it looks even better today. Okay, it looks even better today. There isn't any news at all. There was some news last night about Snap acquiring TikTok's competitor or something. Yeah, something like that. I saw that news at like 3 p.m. the day before, and we may see a continuation up. It's not bearish right now. Personally, as a short seller, I wouldn't put myself in the front of this. It just looks like it's about to do some damage and open up at $45 and go all the way up to $45. I mean, so keep this one on your watch list for sure. If it doesn't collapse below 42, it's good. But I do want to see some massive volume. A lot of buyers just kept buying this up, like Mayday all the way to the end. They closed very near its very high, so definitely keep this one on your watch list for a potential long. It looks good on the daily chart. It looks great, and there's some short sellers over here, right? Short sellers over here, and then more short sellers who got trapped in here, who wanted the stock to collapse all the way down to this region, but it didn't. It just kept holding up its gains, and now it's ready to turn the tide. And these people are scared. These people are worried, and we do expect them to cover up and to cause a short squeeze to the upside. So watch Snapchat for today. Watch Snapchat for today. The next stock that we're going to talk about just briefly, okay, just briefly, that one is Tesla. And Tesla looks good. It looks good. I talked about it yesterday. It's not collapsing. It's not collapsing. Watch this thing for a long. Watch it for a long. Okay, this is how brief I'm gonna keep it. It looks great. It might make a move higher to like 520. So just keep an eye on Tesla for today. Okay. Now the next stock that you've been that we should be keeping on your watch list is Netflix. And Netflix look decent right now. It looks like the longs are winning this, but are about to win this battle. It looks like the longs are winning. It's not collapsing down here. It's really not collapsing here to 460 like I initially wanted upon the dead gap bounce. It held its gains here. It held its gains here. It doesn't want to collapse. So definitely watch this thing for the short sellers to just give up and to cause a short squeeze. How high can Netflix go? Um, I see it at minimum 495, maximum like a 502. Just anywhere in here. It could make a move today. It could definitely make a move today. Short sellers are just not having their way. Short sellers are very, very pissed. And I think today might be the day that they just take an L and they just let the stock go. They cover up the stock and the stock squeezes. So watch this one for a potential long play. It looks good. This triple top on the daily is probably done. It just doesn't want to collapse. It's being too resilient right now, and short sellers do not like it. We don't like that at all. So watch it for a potential short squeeze. Okay, watch it for that. Now the third stock that we should definitely be keeping in our watch list, and this one looks really really good. It looks good. Okay, and that one is Intel. And Intel looks great. And if you look on the daily chart, I see a bullish engulfing candle. A bullish engulfing candle on the daily chart. So far, it was green and then now it's opening higher. Consolidation above 45.70 will be great before we move up to 46.30. All right. So consolidation in this region first before we move up to 36 to 46.30. It looks good for long. It doesn't want to collapse. I did mention that if it didn't make a certain move, if I didn't see a massive green candle, then we could go all the way down to the 40s. And the longs are just not gonna let that happen. They're not gonna let the stock fall below the March lows when we had that crash. So I like this one for a long. I like the way it's holding up, and I like the way it's holding up pre-market even. This looks good, so definitely keep this one on your watch list for sure. That is of that. That is the third pick that you should be keeping in your watch list for today. Now, now let's answer some of you guys' questions. Yes, somebody asked about PLL. And let's talk about this one. This one, number one, I don't like this. I don't like that. One thing that I do like is that there is a giant gap in here and it's gonna fill at some point. But and then also this region right here, it tried to make a move and then short sellers took over, then try to make another move and then short sellers took over again. And right now it's been trading at the lows here, and I honestly I don't like the option chain either. I don't like this option chain. I don't like it at all. It doesn't have enough volume, but it could make a move to the upside. Okay, I'm not bullish on it. I'm not bearish on it either. I'm just neutral. I just want the stock to get some more volume, some more participant in here, in order for me to consider it for a potential long. It seems like a lot of the short sellers made their money, and the stock is not gonna drop below this level right here. So definitely keep this one on your watch list for sure. Definitely keep it on your watch list for today. Another stock that we should definitely talk about, yeah, we got a minute and a half, is DraftKings. Let's talk about DraftKings. And DraftKings might make a move up to $52 today. Yeah, it wants to make a move up to $52. I see it at $52. Watch this for a continuation play all the way up to close the weekend strong after this massive move right here, right? So watch it for a move up to $52. It's really that simple. So again, if it doesn't crumble below 49, just watch it go up to 42. And the last one that I'm going to address in this video is Sono. Let's see how Sono's doing. Sono crushed earnings, and so far it's trying to hold up at that 21.5, 22.5. So more consolidation will be good for the stock. I don't expect the stock to like go all the way up to $24 today, but it could get there within the next few days coming up. Okay, the fact that it crushed earnings is a great sign. The fact that it went up all the way up to the and closed up green at the high on that day is also another good sign. So definitely watch this one as well. In regards to Neo, let's talk about that one really quickly. Short sellers are obviously not happy right now. They're really not happy. If this thing breaks above $49, I mentioned yesterday that this day was the make or break point. If it broke above 46 and a half, then short sellers, a lot of them will cover. A lot of them will cover. And right now we have this level right there that they're watching very closely. Again, the short sellers here who added here, okay, and the short sellers here are just waiting for the stock to go up here. Okay. And as soon as it breaks below above that level, they might consider just flipping their position, and the stock might squeeze all the way up to like the previous highs around $54, probably to form a double top. And then after that, we'll see what happens next. But that is my very honest opinion on Neo as well. For those of you who've been asking about that one, it's gonna fall at some point. It's just a matter of when. Okay. But that is the video for today. If you got value from the video, definitely destroy the like button for the YouTube algorithm as always. If you're new to the channel, definitely click on subscribe and click on that notification bell along with all notifications. That way you get notified whenever I release these pre-market analysis videos at 8:15 a.m. Central Time, 15 minutes before the market opens, and the post-market analysis videos, which are released in the afternoon every single day. All right. If you're not following us on social media, you can find me at Paul and Guma and at Patternology Lab right up here. The links are right there on Instagram and on Twitter. Also, if you're a beginner looking to get started in the stock market, I left some descriptions. I left some directions in the description of the video below. Step 1 through 4. It only takes like 15 minutes to sign up and to have access to these amazing tool right here. All right, and this is Think or Swim. It's free of charge for anybody who signs up with TD Ameritrade. You can also get 3 free stocks after signing up with Webull using the very first link in the description below, and 1 free stock after signing up with Robinhood using the second link in the description below as well. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Nguma with Patternology Lab, where we trade patterns and patterns only. And I will see all of you in the next video. Be careful out there and be very careful trading. Do not get caught on the wrong side of the trade and do not have a bias, okay? Wait for the plays to come to you, and usually it's a lot more obvious than you think. All right, I'm gonna see y'all in the next video.